Boom. Hey, welcome everybody to our Fantasy Football League weekly podcast for the Fellas Fantasy Football League. As you can see here, we got a few people on the call today. We got Trev. Yeah, what up? And then we got Tyson, the weirdo.
Hello.
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 Matt. I don't think we could have I don't think we have any better guests line up here because these are the guys that the source of all the chatter in the group. So I like it.
Yeah. I'm not even sure we're
only
needed.
for that look at the group B. That's awesome. Good job, guys.
Yeah, I'm not even sure you and I are needed, Ryan. We could probably just jump off and let them take it.
Yeah, you guys know how to record it, and then can you send it to us? But hey, let's get you guys' take. Let's get the latest. What's going on, Matt? You want to give us some insight, and as a fantasy football guru in the league?
I think KJ's team actually looks like the best out of all four of us that are playing this week. I don't know what it is, but he's been looking back, he's been solid the whole season, and people have good weeks and then bad weeks and score 170 points and then score just over 100 the next week. And looking back at KJ, he didn't do that. And so I'm definitely worried this week, dude. I got Keenan Allen and Chase on the bench, and then Tank Dell was out. Sometimes I forget I had Tank Dell earlier in the season. That dude was going off too. So it's fuck, man. And then so I'm basically leaning on Ezekiel Elliott this week, and DeAndre Swift and Breece Hall, who have just been doing nothing. And then Cooper Kupp took a shit yesterday, scored 10 points. So it's really looking rough for me. And I'm probably going to start either Romeo Dobbs or Wicks. If Christian Watson and Reed both don't go, I'm gonna start one of those guys. But
Reed might.
I don't know, man.
Watson's not going to. Reed might.
Yeah. Yeah, if Reed goes, I'll probably play Dobbs. But if both don't play, then I'll probably play Wicks.
What about you, Ty? What's your take? How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm hoping that Tyreek's going to decide to sit out one more week, rest that ankle up, not go out and be the fantasy monster he's been all season.
I hate to break it to you, he's probably going to play.
He's probably going to play. I'm hoping that
Chan are both probably playing.
I know. I'm hoping that maybe this is the game that Tua becomes a vegetable and he just doesn't make it happen. Yeah. So
that benefits you both for Tua and Tyreek.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So who knows? I mean, anything could happen. Olave put up a good set of numbers last night. Williams was kept to a moderate amount of numbers, so anything could happen.
Okay. All right. So here I'm going to share my screen real quick, and we're going to pull up the matchups here, and we'll get this fired off.
All right.
All right. You guys live with me still? See it?
So yeah. Tyson, if KJ doesn't take the haircut bet, what are you going to do with your money you won from Matt?
I don't know yet, man. I'm looking at some potential high investment opportunities to maybe double my money,
because I can supply that.
Yeah.
You can invest in your own drunkenness, and we'll go drinking at the country club. Let's go.
I'm sad. Everybody voted for the haircut, and I'm all for paying for the haircut, taking him to Super Clips or something like that. But he doesn't want to step up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
No, he has a super fancy place he goes to in series.
Oh, let's let him put 6 months into that hair, then we'll catch him. I got clippers.
Yeah,
we all got clippers.
I'll buy some $10 clippers. I'll go buy some $10 clippers. We'll hold them down at the next draft and make it happen.
Let them look, for lack of a better word, retarded for that long. I got a babe from the wife on that one. Nice.
Yeah, I've got a date tonight. I can't repeat what you just said.
Oh,
on a roll. I have a good track record around her too. Okay, so last week we had two matchups here. They had my matchup with some inept little dork. I almost used that word again. And then you had Tyson's matchup with Donald. Tyson, you want to talk about your narrowest of victories?
Yeah, I could talk about it a little bit. I was actually excited to play Donald. His team has come on really strong the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 weeks. So I was kind of looking forward to this matchup, just seeing who is going to show up. It got pretty narrow, and I just decided to bench old Jake Elliott in case he pulled the Dan Bailey of last season and decided to doink 4 or 5 extra points. I couldn't risk that. So,
Way to win
yeah,
with
I
2
can't.
zeros, guy.
Yeah, had a couple zeros. Those were tough. But still put up a good amount.
Hey, just be glad you didn't have to play Trevor in that spot. You would have been. You might
I've
have
been
won.
in trouble.
Might
I
have
would
been-
have won because I would have picked up a quarterback and I would have played Njoku instead of Cole Kmet.
You haven't
I
thought
would've-
about this at all, huh?
I was just looking at it. I was like, I definitely would have played Njoku because he's been on fire, and I would have actually had a quarterback in. So I would have been in position to win this whole damn thing if it wasn't for that one fucking point.
Top 4, baby. Top 4. You would have been top 4. But
Trev, I feel like that Njoku reference was kind of a backhanded joke. He's been on fire. I hear he can't.
Oh,
he can't
God.
cook too
Ow.
fast on the plane.
He did it without
Wow.
even knowing.
We're gonna get
Oh, my God.
booted. We can't post this on YouTube. We're gonna get booted. Oh, terrible! I just can't wait for one of Trevor's racist jokes. We're gonna have the trifecta.
Give it time.
No,
I had to sticker something on you, Trev. Sorry, man.
that's fine.
okay,
But
and then our other matchup-
that was a good matchup. Actually, I honestly thought Tyson was going to run with it. It came down right to the wire there.
Yeah, I got too close for comfort for me.
Win's a win. What did Dominic
take
Toretto say?
I'll take it.
Quarter inch or a quarter mile.
Amen. Winning's winning, baby. Okay, and then the other matchup last week.
Wait, he also said family.
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 I got you, fam. But no, the other matchup last week was KJ and myself. KJ handled me quite easily. Yeah, I had a bad week on my team, but all good. Life goes on. McCaffrey basically carried my team last week with his 41 points, but I'm gonna let you guys figure out who I'm keeping next year.
Where did you draft him at?
I'm gonna go with McCaffrey.
Second pick of the draft, and I will have now what's the draft? 6th pick in the draft.
Yeah,
So-
you're definitely keeping McCaffrey then.
100%. So
You should keep Pollard again.
I'm probably keeping Nakua.
I might bust out one of those bad jokes. Jesus Christ. I'm saying Tony Pollard in this fucking podcast. But what were you saying, Trev? I didn't hear that.
I think I'm going to keep Nakua.
Oh, hell yeah. We free agent pickup, right? We
12th round.
12th rounder, baby. All right, Matt, you probably got like 72 people possible. We'll see who the quarterbacks are, what's going on.
Yeah.
When the harvest moon
keepers.
is. I'm sure that might have something to do.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking Laporta, but it's just going to depend on where people are projected to go because I like Tank Dell a lot. That's why I'm keeping him on my IR. But then also, I mean, Breece Hall, he's just so damn good. And then if you add Aaron Rodgers in, if he's going to play next year, then it's going to open up a lot for him. But the offensive line sucks, dude.
I heard he's going to keep Aaron Rodgers.
Who?
Oh, Doug?
No,
Perfect.
Matt.
Oh, yeah, keep Aaron Rodgers.
Not a bad idea.
But yeah, dude, Laporta's probably because it's such the position is just, you have the top 3 or 4, and then other than that, it's hit or miss. So I drafted Laporta. I punted on tight end in the draft, and I drafted him with my last pick. So he's 15th round. So.
Yeah, I'll keep him. Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay, so let's sneak out and let's go into this week's matchups here. What do we got? Is it Matt and KJ is the first one. Matt, you want to give us a little breakdown here? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I can give you a breakdown. Pat Mahomes, hopefully he sucks dick like he's been doing usually. Dude, he's not been the same guy.
It sounds like
he hasn't been the same guy at all. But Josh Allen is in a spot where, just like this past week, they dominated, so he barely had to do anything. So he only ended up with like 15 or 17 points, I think, because they dominated the game. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
The running
Then I
game
have
finally working there. They fire that offensive coordinator and boom, running
Yeah.
game moves.
exactly. And then Mostert scores multiple touchdowns a game, so I'm fucked there against Ezekiel Elliott. Rashad White is just a volume. He's been great because of the volume he gets. And then so I'm just hoping because of the matchups that Elliott has and Brees Hall have that I can stay with him on that. And then hopefully Justin Jefferson can keep up with Amon-Ra. Cup put up 10 points, and hopefully the Ravens defense can show up against Ayuk. But everything that I'm looking at, dude, is that he's just got a better team right now. So I'm thinking either Romeo Dobbs or Wicks versus Warren, and I think Najee might not play this weekend, so that would make Warren a great play. Ingram is going to probably go off if Lawrence plays, which he practiced today, I think. But Laporta's great, but he's got a middle of the road matchup. Swift and Walker probably the same. I mean, I don't know. Looking at his team and mine, I don't see how I win. I think I just don't know.
Rough
It's
one.
looking bad for me.
Rough one.
Yeah.
So he kind of
The wide receiver
KJ kinda,
thing. I want to talk about this again real quick. The wide receiver thing with Matt this season, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I know. It's insane. I have Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen, and Tank Dell. Right?
Five
And
of what,
then
the top 8 wide receivers, 10 wide receivers.
Dude. Yeah. And then with like the top 4 that are known, if you take out Tank Dell because he's a rookie, those 4, I don't think were once in my lineup altogether this whole season.
well, that's why I gave you Chase. It's because I knew he was going to get hurt.
Did we get a
But
final
man,
count
dude,
on that?
it's
Where are we
crazy.
at on that, Trev? Did you figure that one out?
It's not AJ Brown beat Chase, but DeAndre Swift murdered Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders pretty much might as well be like a fucking garbage can. That's what he is. He's fucking.
Well, the Panthers kind of think he is. They kind of pretty much have almost cut him. Pretty much. He's getting damn near nothing.
He actually got decent last week, but he's fucking trash. So let's so KJ's actually in a somewhat of the same pickle I'm in another league. I'm in the playoffs in my other 2 fantasy leagues, not this one. And I have Patrick Mahomes in one of them and Jared Goff. And I've been kind of leaning towards playing Goff instead of Mahomes this week. What do you guys think take wise? Like, what would you do in KJ or my situation?
Well, tell you the truth, dude, the Raiders, you wouldn't know it, but they're top 10 passing defense this year. So it's not like it's just a layup game for Mahomes. So that's the thing. And his receivers cannot catch the ball. Travis Kelce looks old. So it's just, I think that's why. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
He's not as swift as he once was.
Yeah.
I see what you did there, and I like it.
But I'm bummed.
Exactly.
What do you think, Tyson?
What you mean, Mahomes versus Goff? I mean, as a Raider fan, I agree with Matt on the pass defense, but I just know what the Raiders do when it gets close to Christmas time. And I mean, Goff looked good last week. He's got Minnesota this week, though. That might be a tough one. I don't know. Are they playing in Minnesota or Detroit? Might make a difference.
It is in Minnesota.
Yeah, they got the home field advantage working against him. That's a tough one. But it's true. Mahomes really doesn't have anybody to throw to. I mean, you're relying on what, Tony? Besides Kelce, of course. But like
they lead the league in dropped passes.
Yeah, who's he throwing to over there? I don't know if Pacheco's playing. I know he catches a little bit, but
that's actually another thing. Yeah, because Pacheco, he runs hella hard. So if he's playing, they might just run all over the Raiders and not even throw the ball that much.
Yep.
It don't matter how good Minnesota's defense is, bro. He just put 36 points on the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
He didn't play the Niners or Ravens last week.
Denver's got the best defense in the league. They're the only thing that keep that team alive in any way, shape, or form. Sure.
And I mean, Goff has so many weapons, man. Laporta, Amon-Ra, they got Gibbs. You know,
Um,
there's a lot of weapons over there.
Trev, where'd Goff go?
Cal.
Hey, man. There it is.
So Mahomes put up 22 points the last time he played the Raiders.
Goff hasn't played.
And that's against the Raiders, dude. He like Mahomes used to put up like 36, 40 points against the Raiders. That's what's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's a debacle, that's for sure.
You get a $300 million contract, shit goes downhill real fast. Sorry,
Ask
Johnny.
Jamarcus Russell.
Your local Walmart greeter.
Too soon.
Not to beat up on KJ anymore because he could possibly be in the championship and win it all. I'm just not sure about the strategy of having 3 quarterbacks and 2 defenses. What do you guys think?
It's a bold move. I mean, it's a bold move.
That's like the generational thing we all say in our generation, but we just don't like it. It's a bold move.
It's like having an arrow pointing to your ass.
One of them. I hope
he have an
arrow pointing rolling into the draft.
What'd you say about draft?
I hope he keeps one rolling into the draft. You know, takes Dallas's D or whatever other D's got on the bench and takes that like 14th round pick.
Oh, we'll see what he does. We'll see.
Hey, he might win it all, so whatever.
All right, who's your pick here, boys? Matt or KJ?
KJ.
Sorry, I gotta say KJ too. He kicked my ass.
Mm-hmm. So selfishly, I want Matt because I want to see him next week.
Oh yeah, that's what I want too. Damn it! I think it needs to happen.
Matt, you already won money this year, bro. You can just stop. So let somebody else win.
Yeah, but I want to play Tyson. Damn it!
Be socialist.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just don't trust Elliott. I don't trust the Jets offense. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I like KJ's team. I think they're a little bit like Matt was saying. I think they've been just a little bit more consistent.
Concurred.
But Matt could also go put up 180. So who knows?
Yeah, a couple times this year. Did a couple times.
Yeah. All right, that's before all the injuries.
Yeah,
that's what happens. Though. Really, really useful to be scoring 180 in week 6.
They helped him. Hey, he's positive money, so that 180 in week 6, he's playing with house money right now.
House money, love it. Okay, now next matchup, we got Ty's matchup with Lindo. So we've given Lindo shit all year, but yet he finds himself in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Well, it helps when you have the lowest points against.
That's why we've been giving him shit all year.
Do you need me? Are you sure?
Yeah, baby. We all need you.
We don't need you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Need you to sit your ass down.
Your time is done.
Make me a sandwich.
Good boy. You want to listen.
All right, Tyson. What are you seeing here in your matchups?
Yeah, what do you think, Ty? You gonna win?
I'm hoping that Lindo's team is much like his hamstring and is just gonna crumple under the pressure.
Of anything.
Any kind of strain on the team and it just folds like that hamstring, I'm also hoping that maybe he's got a couple guys that are out and he's sleep deprived come Sunday morning, forgets to move them out. Any kind of help I can get for sure.
Like the internet on that side of town to stop working. He doesn't get his pick. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, something to happen. Tua can do what Tua does. He's had a good season, and with how embarrassed Dallas was last week, but then again, it wasn't because of Josh Allen. So, hopefully Tua puts up some Josh Allen numbers this week, just like they did last week. But I'm also looking at Lamar going against San Fran. That's going to be a tough match for him. It really is. So I think it's really going to come down to wide receivers and running backs.
Who you guys taking here, Tua or Lamar? Who's having a day?
I think Dallas bounces back from their embarrassment and I think Lamar scores more points. I don't think it'll be much, but I think he scores more points this week.
Okay. Matt?
Yeah, I think Lamar scores more points because I know Tyson made a joke about it earlier, but I honestly could see Tua getting hurt in this game, like because
Oh, yeah.
like they got embarrassed last week, and Parsons is going to come after him, and their corners, the Cowboys corners, dude, they're good. So he's going to have to wait. It's not like he's going to be able to just sit back in the pocket and wait for Tyreek to, get down the field and stuff. He's going to have to. He's going to have rushers all over him, and I think he could get hit a lot in this game. So I think Jackson scores more points because Tua goes out in the first half.
Oh, bold. Bold. Sorry, Lindo, not what you want to hear.
That's deep.
Okay.
Real deep.
Who's gonna have a better day? We all saw what Kyron Williams did last night for 16.4. What's up with Gibbs? Jameer gonna score more?
I think so. I think he's gonna be catching a few out of the back. Minnesota's gonna have to focus on Laporta, St. Brown, the other weapons they got. I'm hoping he's gonna just run it up. As long as it's not like 2nd and goal and the handoff to Montgomery, I'll be okay.
They will.
Yeah, we'll see.
Montgomery had 18 carries last week. I only know that because I have him in another league, but I think he's part of the mix again. Montgomery, they have so many weapons. They're a lot like they're like a poor man's 49ers. They have a lot of weapons, and you just never know which one's going to go off one week to the next.
Poor man's 49ers.
Jesus, they're people too.
Yeah,
they can care. They won't see this.
You work for that town. Be quiet.
Yeah, I flipped off the field that my company owns. That was smart.
And then put it online.
On the line.
When you're doing these things, anything can happen.
Hey,
By the way,
I can be anybody.
The last time that I drank before a date on a Friday night, it didn't end up so well. So let's see what happens.
How'd that work out?
Send it. All right. So Jameer gonna have the day. Matt, what are you thinking?
I like Jahmyr Gibbs. I think when Ty drafted him, I was like, I like that pick a lot. And but the thing is that game, it has the second highest over under, right? And so in fantasy, you always want to look to play guys that are in the games that have the highest over unders. But I honestly can see that as an NFC battle, and I could see that game being really low scoring, more than a lot of people think. So I don't know. It might.
So you're also taking the under
one way or the other. I would probably take the under on that game, just because. I mean,
What's
it's a gut. It would be a gut. It would be a gut bet, which you should never do. But I just see it being an NFC battle, and I think it could be low scoring.
Wait a minute. There's another type of bet. I just always go with my gut.
Dude, I don't know if you guys know, but Monday Night Football this year, the under is hit. It's 13-2. So if you're betting anything besides the under on Monday Night Football, you're betting way against what's going on.
Week to week, it's not independent.
Well, there's three Monday night games this week. So what do I do?
Well, there's only one Monday night.
Parlay the unders, dog. Parlay all the unders.
They're all under.
3 unders.
Yeah, I think Gibbs is going to have a good game. I think Gibbs might be your keeper, Tyson. What are you leaning towards?
Yeah, he's definitely up there. CD's up there. Kind of got him for a steal. Traded a crippled dude that has chest issues and everything else going on, and Kirk Cousins went away. He's got nobody throwing him the ball. Like, not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. I don't think that thing came through and I couldn't hit except fast enough, honestly.
You got to think about this though. So here's the reason behind it. So
I knew why he was doing it though. Like, I knew where he was coming from. He was padding it up for postseason, which I get. But I mean, shit, I wasn't going to turn down Lamb and Addison at the same time. So
so check this out though. So if you see, if you look back to when that happened, I had stacked wide receivers, but also CeeDee Lamb. And when I had sent you that trade, he was only targeted like 6 times in 3 out of the 4 or 5 games that he had played. He had like under 7 targets for like 4 of those games. Look back to the first games that he had.
Yeah.
4, 13, 7,
Look
6,
at that.
5, 7.
See those? See,
And then look
and
at then trade.
yeah,
And all
and then
of a
look at
sudden,
that.
holy
That's
shit.
what,
9,
that's what I'm
17,
saying.
10, 10.
Yeah, but
Dude,
you also
so-
know you also knew going into that trade that the targets that Jefferson were going to get was goose egg for like the next 6 weeks. So
Right, for
Oh,
sure.
no,
but
no,
and
no, no. That was
was
like
but
4
that's
weeks max.
but yeah, and see, it was a 4-week IR, whichever. But if you think
Yeah.
about it, though, if you look at what I was getting Justin Jefferson, literally the best football player, the best fantasy football player in the NFL, trading a guy that was getting less than 7 targets a game. So
Yeah.
in my mind, it's like, damn, dude, like if I could make it through those 4 weeks of IR, then I could have never imagined that CeeDee Lamb would be like the second highest scoring wide receiver with those numbers going in, because it looked like, because Mike McCarthy said before the season, hey, we're going to run the ball. That's what we're going to do. And it seemed like in those games, they were just giving it to Pollard all the time. And it seemed like, son of a bitch, that's actually what they're going to do. And it fucked me. It's the worst trade I've ever made in the whole history of playing fantasy football, hands down.
Are you
Hands
guys,
down.
are you and Trevor going to be abstinent from trades next year?
I am not trading next year. No trades for me.
I had to do the trade with Trevor too, just because I needed a running back. My running backs were Damian Pierce and Miles Sanders, dude. Those were my starting running backs. And I knew AJ Brown was going to be great. I couldn't believe that I got him in the second round, where I did. But I had to get a running back, and I didn't want to stack Brown with Swift, so that's why I did that whole thing. But what I'm going to do next year for sure is I'm not going to trade as early in the season. I'm going to let it ride till about probably like at least week 7 or 8, and then see where we're at there. Because I pulled the trigger too fast.
But okay, I got some strategy out of you boys. So for next year, let's
I'm
jump.
not trading.
Yeah, you guys will both be trading before week 5. I'm going to call it right fucking now.
Yeah, I probably did.
No.
The only way I'll trade is it'll be on draft day after the draft. Big blockbusters. That's the only way.
Blockbusters
Yeah,
only,
dude.
he says.
If you look too, I sent that picture. I drafted the top 4. I drafted 2, 3, and 4 of the highest scoring wide receivers. I drafted 3 of the top 4. Isn't that fucking nuts?
I think I drafted.
Crazy.
Yeah, because you drafted all wide receivers.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
Can I
you're
show
a
you
like
running
the
back.
Raiders.
That's what it's all about.
Can I show
He's
you
like,
something real quick?
Oh, he's fast? Oh, draft him. That's the Raiders strategy.
How about the
Used to
number
be.
1 overall
Used to
fantasy
be.
football player on the year?
Yeah.
Thank you for not taking him first, Tyson.
You're welcome.
Did me no fucking good.
All right. This
So fucking good.
Jesus. Okay, so then we got James Cook versus Travis Etienne. Cook is cooking, as they say.
Yeah, he had a big week last week, but I think him and Etienne are going to probably do about the same this week. It's going to be pretty even when those two show up on the field for sure.
All right, Matt, I'm going to start.
Here's what I think you got to watch. Here's what you got to watch. I think in that game, the Chargers interim coach. I think they're going to come out on fire.
They always do.
No.
Interim coaches get the people going. They're a man of the people. That's why they got appointed that position.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Raiders. They didn't know how to play football until they fired their coach.
That's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game for Buffalo, I think.
Trap game.
Except Keenan Allen's not in it, but that has nothing to do with James Cook's production.
Okay, next up, Matt. I'm going to direct this one at you. Tyreek versus CeeDee Lamb. Who you taking?
Oh man.
I mean, we already know you think that Tua is getting hurt early in the first half. So
And they're playing each other.
Yeah, dude.
Or sorry, as you like, Matt, right? Like the
Docking. I don't know. I honestly, if Tua doesn't get hurt, Hill's unstoppable. I mean, I don't even. That's two of the best receivers. I mean, they're both going to do amazing. Both of them. I don't see either of them scoring less than 20 points. Most likely they'll be in the 30s. Both of them.
Okay.
Not only are they the two of the best, they are number 1 and number 2.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. All right.
I'm
Next up.
going CD Lamb. I think CD
Lamb?
Lamb on that one. Yeah.
I'm going CD. Who are you going, Ty?
I'm hoping it's CD.
Yep, of course you are.
I'm going to say Tyreek. If Tua is healthy the whole game, Tyreek Hill.
Oh, whoa, that would be different. Okay. All right. Next up, we got Olave versus Amari Cooper. Sorry, guys. We got a few minutes left on this before it's going to time me out. So, Olave versus Amari Cooper. Who you guys thinking here?
Olave.
Olave? Is he
Cooper.
kind of 23 is pretty good.
Flacco, dude.
Can I get another bagel from Kincaid? Is he gonna give me 0 again this week? Ty, what's going on here?
He might not even be in the lineup this week, dude. We'll see. I don't know. I got some options out there. I got Henry on the bench right now, and then there's a few guys on waiver I've been kind of eyeballing, but we'll see. We'll see what Kincaid does. I'll read a few more things, and he may not stay in the lineup.
You got to remember though too, just because I want to play you next week, you got to remember that they barely threw the ball last week, so it's not like he's completely out of the ball game.
He only got like 3 or 4 looks anyway. So
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna give the edge to McBride on this one. You guys?
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Kincaid.
I expect that out of you, Trevor. The other ones I don't.
He's been drinking.
All right. Next, I can't wait until he has his date tonight. It's gonna be a good time. Next up, we got Bijan Robinson versus Jordan Addison. Bijan might be some mysterious illness that they get fined for again. We'll see what happens here. I don't know.
Addison.
Forthwith
Addison.
information.
Addison. I have Bijan in another league, and he's just been absolute dog shit since week 4.
Where you at on this, Matt? Because both those guys went Addison.
Yeah, but I would go Bijan because his matchup.
Right? Against Indy?
Oh, wait, he's playing Indianapolis for some reason. I was thinking Carolina. I don't know. I think they both do shitty.
Love it.
I don't think you can go Bijan until they fire the offensive coach, though. He doesn't want to get that dude involved at all, and it's such a waste of a talent.
Just wait until they have Justin Fields next year in Atlanta. Calling that right now, boys.
That's bold.
It sucks.
How is that bold? He's from Georgia. There's going to be a new coach in Chicago. There's going to be a whole new GM. They're going to want to bring in their guy, and they're going to have the #1 pick. They're going to pick Caleb Williams. We all know what's going to happen. Bye-bye.
I'm not sure where someone's from comes into play when they're getting traded.
I think the desire to get a guy that has been good for your organization back to where he wants to go is an opportunity to kind of do good by him. So yeah, it would come into relevance, in my opinion. Because he's never done anything wrong by Chicago. It's just been a shitty situation for him the whole time.
Yeah.
Other than his like 97 fumbles. But all right.
I've never even heard of this Chandler guy.
Yeah, I mean either, but it's fucking
Pittman.
How often is that though in fantasy football? You come week 15, 16, you get these guys that come out of nowhere, practice squad in week 5, all of a sudden, hey, fantasy football, my prayers rely on you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, don't know who you are, don't know your story, don't even know where you're to college. I'm
plugging you in.
North Carolina.
Oh, if I can, KJ just talking shit on the group me said, I just saw this, my bad. I'll join next week after I beat Simone this weekend.
Damn.
I'm saying
take the bet, dude. Take the bet.
Live.
Take the bet.
That was live right there.
Dude, Schefter didn't even call me to tell me he said that. What the fuck? I mean, Schefter
Take the bet.
God.
There you go. Take the bet.
Okay, Chandler Pittman. We all go Pittman.
Alive,
as long as he's still alive, he's not dead after last week.
No, he's healthy. He's cleared. He's ready to play.
They're playing. I can't believe that.
I can't believe he's playing, and the other guy who hit him is fucking suspended for the year.
He got suspended for the year? Oh,
Done.
Yeah. The year. He's out.
Yeah.
I think the hit was fine. That Chandler dude.
You would think the hit's fine. You always.
What are they supposed to do? He's going to like the guy dove. That's on his quarterback. That's not on the receiver or the safety. That's fucked up. The quarterback should get suspended.
You know, we could say that your thought is outlandish, but Tom Brady said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he was like, that's 100% the quarterback's fault.
And we're both the GOAT. So hey, that Chandler guy had 23 carries last week and was in for 81% of the snaps.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Like
I'm
I
going
said,
Pittman.
I'm going Pittman.
I'm going Pittman.
That was Trevor's Pat McAfee moment. And then the rest are kickers and defense. And nobody freaking cares about those guys. So
Nobody cares.
all right.
What about the bench?
Well,
A-Chain on the bench.
shut up.
Thielen on the bench. Godwin on the bench. I mean, fuck, their bench is better than my fucking team.
That's where we're at. Why where we're at, Trevor.
Exactly.
All right, boys. Hey, we're gonna sign out. This meeting is adjourned. So good luck to you guys this weekend.
Thank you guys.
Merry Christmas to y'all. And we'll
Cheers,
catch you
boys.
next week. I might have a new little guest. We'll see what happens. So peace out, y'all.
All right.
See you, boys.
Later on. Take the bet, KJ.
Take the bet.